So I'm about to enter the reconstructed trench that they have done, because they did actually have trenches here for soldiers in training to practice with before going over to France. So the remains of some of the trenches are in here. You can see a bit of corrugated card over there that's rusty. They're actually in here. This one has got steps, and obviously it's accessible. I've actually been to the trenches in France, and this is a lot better. They wouldn't be wooded. German ones would have been wooded because they had a professional army. The British ones were mud with wood pallets down at the bottom, and they would have been dug out. Yeah, explosions in France were heard in London. They did have stalls in them, but they were only for officers. The British army generals were banned from going over the top. Many generals that wanted to fight had to be banned. This was in case they were killed. The experience of a general would be lost, making it more difficult to fight the war. Not having the generals on the front is also an issue. Big Bertha was huge. Bertha was a huge 48-ton gun, capable of firing massive shells at a distance of over 9 miles. Problem with trench warfare is once you're dug in, you only sort of move like 2 to 3 centimetres forward, if that. You just end up sitting in it. The youngest British soldier was 12 years old, Sidney Lewis. He lied about his age. Loads of boys did it and ended up fighting on the front. For some boys, the war was seen as exciting, an opportunity to escape their dull everyday lives, and some of them never came back. That's a lot of troops. From 1940 to 1918, that many soldiers died, and 21 million were wounded or injured. At the Battle of the Somme, the British suffered 47,470 casualties on the first day. Just a horrendous waste of human lives. Animals, dogs were used, and pigeons were used to carry messages. Christmas Eve, the Christmas truce, was famous in 1914. It never happened again. And we got German soldiers kept cats to catch rats. Early warning signals of a British gas attack. Gas was awful. And then plastic surgery was invented because of the First World War. A surgeon by the name of Harold Gillies helped victims of shrapnel injuries who had horrific facial disfigurements. With one of the earliest examples of plastic surgery, the twisted metal often caused injuries that were far worse than a straight line wound of a bullet. Yeah, so that's why we have plastic surgery, and at the time it was done to make you basically have a face, and so that you could breathe easily. So that's me looking down the trench, and this is the exit.